And after a brief intermission of at least several hours, we welcome you back to the Cadet Natatorium here at the United States Air Force Academy as the Falcons take on nationally ranked Brown Bears in the second and final game of the first day of this being the second annual Rare Air Force Invitational. Hello everybody, I'm Jeffrey Orman. Earlier today, the Falcons got off to a good start as they defeated Lindenwood by the score of 15-8. Brown, on the other hand, falling to Long Beach State 18-13 today in a match that, well, Air Force is kind of hoping it took a lot out of them. The Bears actually had a chance to come within one goal of Long Beach State in that match. However, some great goaltending in the pipes prevented that from happening, and as a result, Brown fell by the score of 18-13. Here's the starting lineup for Air Force, and it's exactly the same as they had earlier this morning. Anthony Tolbert will be in goal. Reagan Pittman, number 7. Sam Fuller, number 8. Luke Andrus, number 9. Mike Miller, number 12. Gavin Jones, number 17. And Campbell Harris will be number 21. And as always, Air Force wins the opening sprint. For the Brown Bears, it'll be Riyad Halal who will be in the goal. Number 2 will be Leo Berkman. Nick Berry wearing number 4. James Tickerson, number 5. Nico Batia will be wearing number 8. Matt Simcoe, number 12. And number 24, Arman Dermenjian. I have been told that nobody has got his name pronounced correctly, and hopefully we changed all of that. Bears are leading the overall series, 13-10. They've won 5 in a row, and they come on the attack here in the early going of the first period. They had a bit of a rest as the just completed game between Lindenwood and Chapman, and here is the first shot, and I don't think they got the goal. Anthony Tolbert will get credit for the save. Take a look at this one, and this was just by a fingertip. Good effort. Here now is Sam Fuller as he has the ball out on that right side. Falcons fell behind in their earlier match 1-0, then turned it on. Here's Campbell Harris, fires, and it's off the hands of the goalie for the Bears. And that is Halal who makes the save. Falcons with a 5-3 record as they move into position on the attack. Here is Fuller back to Pittman on the left side, or on the right side rather. Out to Fuller. Air Force will maintain possession of the ball. 6:37 left to play here in the first quarter. Second game of this the first day. Down low they go to Campbell Harris, and somehow he scores. And Air Force is on top by the score of 1-0. How did Campbell Harris get this shot? How about a little backhander? That's how you do it. And the Falcons lead it by the score of 1-0. Nice backhander by Campbell Harris. Bears will come on the attack. Bears are coached by Felix Mercado. 13th season, I do believe, with the team. There's number 12, Mike Miller, defending on the play. Lob pass coming off to the left side. Trying for the equalizer, trying to go down low. And the Falcons with a takeaway. Well, apparently that long rest is helping them here in the early going. Ball coming back to Anthony Tolbert, and here come the Falcons on the move. Pittman on that right side wants to throw it across. Here is a shot, and it's just wide. Campbell Harris just sends it a little bit too far to the right. Falcons hoping they can wear this team down, according to Coach Brown. Wear them down maybe in the third period. Here's a shot in the center of the goal. Out comes the goalie to make the play, and Anthony Tolbert with a nice play. And so far, he's been a big factor here in the early going as they swim it up. Lucas Andres with the ball in the center of the pool. Might have a one-on-one, fires. It is blocked by Halal. And we'll come the other way. Falcons 5-3 coming into this competition. Here's Mike Miller defending out towards that left side. trying to dump it down low. Falcons, and here's the equalizer, a shot and a score. And we are tied at 1. Looks like Simcoe gets the goal, and now we'll double check that number. I believe that is Simcoe who got the goal, and it is now a 1-1 match. Massive substitutions coming in. Air Force will be clearing their starting unit out. Appears to be a lot of them anyway. Jason Hires now checking into the match. There's Sam Fuller out on that right side. Sam trying to get it down low. Off to Pittman, back to Fuller. Off to the left side, gets off the hands. And a turnover is going to be caused. And here come the Bears up the pool. 1-1 here in the first. Making the swim up is Cole Atwell. Atwell gets fouled by Pittman. Play continues. Nice breakup of the pass. Getting a hand in the passing lane. Trying some kind of I'm not sure what that was. Maybe a no-look pass, but coming out to make the play is Anthony Tolbert. Falcons come up the pool. Number 8, here is Sam Fuller. Throws it off to the left side. They'll go out to Pittman. Nope, I thought they were going to go down low. All sorts of traffic down there, and another takeaway by the Bears on defense. Air Force hoping to break a 5-game losing streak against this team. Cranking up, looking like he wants to go towards the goal. He doesn't. It hits the right side of the pole. Rebound comes out to the Bears. And they'll reload and try again. Number 10 here is Atwell as he'll deal it off to the right side. Trying a little penetration. Air Force coming out on defense. There's a shot and they put it in the corner, and it's 2-1 in favor of the Bears. Good effort here is the shot put in by Riley, Auden Riley. Bears lead it by the score of 2-1, and more substitutions coming in. Sebastian Sack now checking into the match. Henry Yevitt now also in the match for Air Force. We'll try to pick him up as he gets set for this next attack. Here is the throwback to Yevitt as he throws off to the right side. This is number 4. This is Ben Gomez. Ben trying to set things up on that right side. Might have a look down low and tries a skip shot, nothing there. However, the rebound does go out to Air Force. Ben Gomez throws it across the pool. Again, Air Force just trying to be patient on the offense. 2:42 left to play here in the first period, as you see. Here's a bounce pass coming in to the right side. You can hear the count going on. Air Force is going to have to get something going here, and instead it's going to be a steal for the Bears. So here comes Brown, moving from right to left as you see them there. And for a school from New Jersey, an awful lot of kids from California, it is definitely a West Coast sport. Here is a feed down low. Good effort, and this one is lobbed just over the top of the goal. And the Falcons will get possession of the ball, as you see Anthony Tolbert getting ready to trigger the ball in play. Gomez, they have an opportunity here. Waving, firing, and just too tall and wide right. 1:52 left to go. Falcons got off to kind of a slow start this morning in their opening match before they settled in to win against Lindenwood. Falcons trying to play a little tighter D here. Trying to go down low. They may have a look here, but and he throws it over the top of the crossbar. That's the second time that has happened. A little bit too tall. And the Falcons will have a chance to come on the counterattack. Here is Ian Shepard with the ball, setting up in the center, cranks, fires, and scores. We're tied at 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that ties up the game.
Owen Sade with the, I have it as number 19 on the goal. And we are tied at 2. Substitutions coming in. Coming out for Air Force will be Corey Tanis. I think Jason Hires is also out of the match. Pair of 2s on the board. Can I say the deuces are wild? I won't say that. Minute 14 left to play in the first period. Second game of the tournament for Air Force. They'll have a pair tomorrow, starting with Long Beach State. Here's a whistle and an offensive foul, and it is going to be a turnover. They called the foul on Matt Simcoe, who has a goal. Air Force with an opportunity here. Nice knock away by the goalie for Halal. Well, I'll tell you what, I have watched this young man play in that game against Long Beach State. He had a pretty strong outing, even though the Beach won it. This kid, though, for Long Beach State, what do you see him play tomorrow? He is the real deal. Yevitt. Off to number 6. This is Shepard, and a score. And a score by Ian Shepard. Winds, fires, and hits the corner. 3-2 in favor now of Air Force. 23 ticks of the clock here in the first period. Have a substitution being made by Air Force. I think they brought Campbell Harris back in. We'll double check that. 15 seconds left to go. Time running down. 11 seconds now. They're going to try one. That's off the post. A shot being taken by number 4, Nick Barry. They're going to try another one. That's off the post. And Air Force gets it back. They throw the length of the pool. A skip shot doesn't work. And we have played 1 quarter with Air Force leading at 3-2 over the Brown Bears. You're watching Air Force Water Polo. Getting ready to start the second quarter here at the Cadet Natatorium of the United States Air Force Academy. I'm Jeffrey Orman with you as the Air Force Academy Falcons taking on the Brown Bears. As you get a look at Mike Miller along with number 9 Luke Andres. And we are ready for the second quarter sprint. I believe that is Pittman who is in the middle of your picture there. An interesting fact is that the Falcons have never lost a sprint at home. Let's see if that is going to continue to be the case here. It is.
Michael Miller wins the 6th sprint of the
Now
day.
the Cheetah does it again.
Air Force ball.
Here is Pittman who throws across to Michael Miller. Mike holding up on the throw. Back out now to Jones, back to Pittman. Looks like a 3-3 defense being put on and a steal by the Bears. They throw it in the back part of the water, and this is going to be going to their goalie, Halal. See what kind of changes they will have. They try to dump it down low. Air Force almost with a steal, and I think they got it. They did. Pittman with a steal. Back to Tolbert. Anthony holding that ball up high. He'll try to set up the counterattack. Here is Pittman coming up to the right side. Fuller just to his right. Pittman wants to center it. Cranking it, and a skip shot. That will not go in. And so the Falcons will go back on defense as Riyad Halal tries to get things going for the Brown Bears. Bears on the Air Force side of the zone. Picking that ball up. Kind of a low-scoring affair. This one skips off the post. There's a break there for Air Force. Skip shot which just hit the right side of the goal. Sam Fuller sends it back to his goalie. Anthony Tolbert up ahead to Pittman. Pittman may have a golden opportunity here if he wants to take a shot, and he does, and he scores.
And the goal by number 7, Reagan Pittman.
Reagan Pittman gives the Falcons a 2-goal lead, and it's 4-2. That's exactly what they wanted to have right there. Make the stop on defense, make a good play there as you get a look at Reagan Pittman coming up the pool. He is a senior out of Irvine, California. Bears now down by 2 goals. Throwing it back here to Adam Fuller. Fuller decides to go back to his goalie, Halal. And Halal will try to set things up. All sorts of motion down in the pool. Up now to number 11 to Fuller. And we have a whistle. Good fan support for the Falcons here at the Natatorium. We might have had a disqualification, so that is going to give the Bears a man advantage. Winding up, had an idea of firing it. There's a shot, good block by Tolbert, so the man advantage for the Bears did not come to fruition there. Out they go now to Reagan Pittman. Pittman bringing it off to the left side. Mike Miller on that weak side for Air Force, dumps it off to the left side. Bears trying to maintain a very tight defense. They got 4 seconds if they can find a shot. Tried to skip it, no. 4-2 in favor of Air Force. So how did the Falcons spend their off time? Well, they did take a nap after their last match. The Long Beach State Brown matchup was their time to rest, and then they had some bonding time. Air Force with some good defense here in the first half. I've been very impressed with the defense. Here's an outlet pass. It's out to number 16. This is Jason Hires. Hires pushes it off. Here they go off to number 21, that's Campbell Harris. He'll try to sit in possession down low. 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Fuller, Pittman, and he loses control of the ball. They're going to have to hurry, and shot clock expires. Turnover will go to the Bears of Brown. Air Force getting the ball back to Pittman, although they tried a backhander, and it was going to be Campbell Harris who tried to put it in the corner. Bears have possession of the ball. You'd like to see the Falcons, if you're an Air Force fan, you want to see them make a run on this Brown Bear team. Air Force's defense, I think, has been pretty solid here in the first half. Turnover goes to the Falcons on the offensive foul. Campbell Harris bringing it up the left side of the pool. Off now to Pittman. Pittman sending it back to Andrus, back to Pittman. They'll just play catch on that outside of the perimeter. Getting out to Campbell Harris. There's a shot. It's high off the bar. Rebound is going to be taken by Pittman. Air Force will reload. Air Force trying to be patient here. We have an exclusion now, so Air Force will have a man advantage, and I think they're going to call for a timeout as we look at Ryan Brown just below us here. And I think he has a few things to say to the lads. So we will take a timeout with him. 3:33 left to play in the first half. Falcons lead 4-2. You're watching Air Force Water Polo. Air Force will go on the power play, 4-2, as we have a brother act going for the Bears and for the Air Force Academy Falcons. We just received. This is what I love about having the parents here. They get all sorts of interesting tidbits, and we'll tell you about that here in just a bit. Here is a pump, trying to get a shot off to the left side. 15 seconds, still plenty of time if they can get in there. Nice block by Halal. And the Bears will have possession of the ball as they come up the pool. Here is number 12, Matt Simcoe. Number 13, Adam Fuller. And number 8, Sam Fuller, are brothers. So we have a brother act here. We have been so informed. If they get in the water together and are going to defend each other, we could have some serious smack talking going on down there. Boy, would I love to have that mic'd. Here is a throw off to the right side. Shot blocked by Tolbert. Good play in the pipes. Anthony Tolbert having a strong first half for the Falcons. Take a look at this shot again. Got the hands up. Wasn't sure where the ball was for a minute, but he makes the save. 4-2, a low-scoring affair here in the first half with 2:28 left to go. Foul called. Air Force trying to set up. Here's Sebastian Sack. Off to a helmetless, a capless Falcon. It's going to be Air Force ball on the penalty. Somebody's missing a bonnet down there. There we go. Okay, now we're back to live action. Everything is good. I think Neil Reynolds was the person who had the missing bonnet. Here is Pittman, who will get a penalty shot, and he scores.
Second goal of the game. Marks 5-2 Air Force.
5-2 Air Force as the Falcons right now with a 3-goal run, and they're up by 3. And I believe the Falcons are perfect from on the penalty shots so far in this tournament. Evan Jones will now replace Neil Reynolds in the pool for the Falcons. Boy, would this be a nice win for Air Force if they can defeat Brown. Build a little momentum for Long Beach State. But folks, after watching them play today, those guys are good. Real good. We'll see them tomorrow, first thing in the morning, as a matter of fact. Here is a shot, and they kind of break a bit of a scoring drought. That is number 5. That is James Tiggeson, who scores for Brown, and it's now a 5-3 match. 1:53 left to go here in the first half. Substitution coming in for Brown. And here come the Falcons on the attack. Kowicki working it off to Snyder. Back to Kowicki. All sorts of activity down low. Look like they're trying to put up a double post for Air Force. Throwing it off to the left side. Pumping. You got 8 seconds. You could probably hear Coach Brown off to the left side. Luke Andres fires and scores. 6-3 in favor of the Falcons. And a shot, I'll make a correction on that one. It is Corey Tanis who gets on the board for Air Force. And a 6-3 game now in favor of the Falcons. Final game of this, the first day of the Rare Air Invitational here at the United States Air Force Academy. Rare Air number 2. Trying to center it. Air Force defense coming away with a good play there. You see number 6 coming up the pool. That's Ian Shepard. He wants to maybe go down long, but thinks better of it. Throws to the right side of the pool. This is Eric Kowicki trying to get it down low to the center. And we are going to have a man advantage. Power play now for Air Force. Falcons trying to take advantage. Being very, very patient right now. They will just try to set up. Will they get the look they want there? There's the shot they wanted, and they've got it. Eric Kowicki makes it a 7-3 game in favor of the Falcons with 39 seconds left to play. Mike Miller now checking into the pool, number 12.
Michael Miller and Luke Andres.
Luke Andres will now come in, number 9. So in the last 39 seconds, we'll do a little mix and match with some of the starters here. And more bodies flying into the drink. Campbell Harris, I think, took a flyer in there. So they'll put the first team out for the final 38 seconds for the most part. Bears trying to finish with a goal here in the last few seconds. Trying to go down low. Here's Air Force defense. Boy, you can't say enough about this Air Force defense in the first half. Anthony Tolbert has had an outstanding first half. And the D has just been kind of following suit. A low-scoring affair, but who cares? Falcons lead at 7-3. Down low they go. All sorts of traffic taken away by the Bears. 2 seconds, and that's going to do it as this ball heads in the general direction of the high dive. So at the end of the first half, Air Force leads it by the score of 7-3 over the Brown Bears. You are watching Air Force Water Polo. Getting ready to start the second half of play as Air Force leads the Brown Bears 7-3. A quick look at the numbers. It is Pittman with 2 goals for Air Force. And Kowicki, Snyder, Shepard, Tannison, Harris each with 1 goal. Anthony Tolbert in the pipes tonight, 3 saves and 2 steals. On the power play, Air Force is 1 for 2, 0 for 3 for the Bears. And Air Force has outshot the Brown Bears by the score of 18-13. Falcons will be moving from right to left as you get a look at the lineup here to go in the second half. It looks like James Burke will get a chance in the net. Here is the second half sprint. And who else would get it? They have never lost a sprint at home so far this year. Luke Andres with the ball. Falcons would like to really put on a rush here. Coming over the back, that's going to be a foul. Low-scoring affair, but I don't think anybody really cares that much. Here's a shot off the pipe. Boy, how many times have we seen that tonight?
Ejection by number 8, 6-on-5 Air Force.
Have a man advantage now. Here's an opportunity for Air Force to up the lead a little bit. Go over to the right side, trying to center it. Going off to the left. Air Force will just be very patient right now, as apparently the disqualification, the time is, and that one just misses the left side of the pole. So the Falcons not able to take advantage of the power play situation, and the Bears will come up on the attack. This is number 4, I beg your pardon, number 24 with the ball, Armin Dermengian. Air Force trying to play. Well, I think a lot of fouls wanted that one. I think the fans wanted a foul on that. James Burke with a save. Just underway here in the second half. Air Force trying to go 2-0 on this, or rather 1-0 on this tournament, improve their record to 6-3. Air Force with a shot punched up high and out of play. Riyad Halal. Well, this kid is something to watch. 6'2", 205-pounder. Riyad Halal, he's out of Coronado, California. Backhander, that won't go. Halal with another stop. Take a look at the replay. Campbell Harris trying to backhand it. Bears trying to get something on the board here in the second half. Batia trying to get something, but an offensive foul is going to be called, and James Burke will trigger the ball in play. Down the pool they go to Gavin Jones. Jones, is he going to try maybe a one-on-one? Nope, wants to go down low. The shot, and just knocked away by Halal. Just couldn't drift far enough to go. Oh boy, that was close. Boy, that was close. Up the pool they come. Here is Tiggeson. Tiggeson trying to center it for number 4, Nick Barry. Barry winds, fires, knocked away by Air Force. Again, a great play. Lucas Andres. You can't say enough about this Falcon defense so far in this match. Might be the best we've seen all year. Pittman off to that right side. Lucas Andres stolen from behind. I think he might have gotten a foul too. And we're going to have a timeout call. I think Felix Mercado would like to have a word with his charges. And it will come with the 4:33 mark. I don't think this is going to be a very, well, okay. We are going to get the full timeout, so we'll take one as well. 4:33 left to play in the third period. You see the score, and Mike Miller as he comes to the edge of the pool. 7-3 Air Force. You're watching Air Force Water Polo. Four and a half left to play here in the third quarter. It has been a scoreless second half thus far. This is how we ended it at the intermission, 7-3. Bears with the ball right now. This is number 5 in possession. This is Tiggeson. Here is a shot and into the right corner, and that breaks the stalemate. Makes it a 7-4 ball game in favor now of Air Force. 7-4 in the match. First goal of the second half. Sebastian Sack in the game now as the Bears will be making some massive substitutions. Corey Tanis, who also has a goal tonight. It's been interesting that the scoring in the first half, a lot of it coming from the bench tonight. Here come the Falcons on the attack. Yevitt brings it up. Trying to go down low. Throws it off to the right side. And a turnover, and that is not going to make Coach Brown happy, as now the Bears will come on the counter. Shot off to the right side to number 9. That's Riley. Riley dumping it off to number 13. That's Galen Hu. Galen holding that ball up. 6 seconds left to go. Can Air Force force it? And a great shot. He went down low on that one. And it is Cole Atwell with the score. And here come the Bears. Watch this shot. That is a beauty. Bears have outscored the Falcons 2-0 here in the second half. It's a 7-5 ball game. I want to say ball game, match. Ian Shepard. Time for the Falcons to get serious. They've been playing very well defensive. Well, they had been playing pretty well defensively. Time to get it back together. Here's a feed down low. That's going to be a foul. That'll be an exclusion foul. And the Falcons will have a man advantage here. Attempt to make the power play. And Gomez running off to the left side. 17 seconds. No reason to rush. Falcons with an opportunity there, and they score. Corey Tanis with his second goal of the match. Oh, they needed that. 8-5. Great shot as he put it right into the left corner. And again, the bench comes through. Corey Tanis, he is a sophomore out of Menlo Park, California, and he's got a pair of goals on the night. Falcons up by 3, 8-5. Attempted steal, might have called a foul, turnover. It's going to go to Air Force, I think. Now they're going to say it's going the other way. Fans don't like that call. Boy, they had a golden opportunity. They had a fast break there, but the officials blew it dead. And as a result, the Bears get the ball back. Making a little bit of a run here in the second half. Dumping it down low. There's a turnover. Air Force with another good play defensively. It's like Ian Shepard gets the turnover. Getting the ball back to James Burke, and James will set up the offense. Down the pool, Ian Shepard. Ian throws it off to the strong side. Trying to go across the pool. Ball is loose. Air Force continuing on the attack. Shot blocked. I think that is Halan who made the stop again. He went the entire distance against Long Beach State. Falcons trading up their goalies. Time for that Air Force D to get nasty. Ball going off to the left side. And here's an easy goal. Just a touch goal by number 11, and that is Adam Fuller. And that's got to make him feel pretty good. That's got to make him smile a little bit. Makes it an 8-6 match, and the reason I say that is his brother Sam Fuller plays for Air Force, so one brother gets the best of the other on that particular series. Yeah, there might be a little talking going on after that. Ryan Brown having a word with the officials right now. He's not happy about whatever's being called down there. Number 17 in the pool, that's Gavin Jones, as he'll put it in play. This is Mike Miller who'll have the ball. Starting lineup back in there, Luke Andres. Luke Andres. Campbell Harris is also in the pool, so Coach Ryan Brown wants to get his starters back in there and get some momentum going. Running off to the right side to Gavin Jones. Nothing doing. The foul away from the ball, and I think they're calling that on Air Force, and it's going to go to the Bears. Brown trailing it 8-6. 1:18 left to play in the third period. Here is the wind-up. They want to try and throw nothing open. The Falcons really playing some tight D, and they'll get the turnover, and it'll go back to Air Force. James Burke. Another foul.
Ejection number 8, 6 on 5, Air Force.
It'll be a man advantage, as Air Force will get a timeout with 59 ticks of the clock in the third period. As you get a look at number 7, Reagan Pittman. Timeout, Air Force. They lead it by 2. You're watching Air Force Water Polo. Jeffrey Roman along with you from the Cadet Natatorium here at the United States Air Force Academy. 8-6 Air Force on top of Brown. Falcons will have the ball, as you say. Reagan Pittman throwing it down to the pool, working around to the right side. Luke Andres pumping it. Dishes off to the left side to number 17, Gavin Jones. Somebody calling for it. 15 seconds left to go. Where's the shot? Bears playing very patient defense right now. There's a shot and a score from the right side. Pittman gets it. Pittman with his third goal of the match, 9-6 in favor of Air Force, with 39 ticks of the clock in period number 3. Number 15 checking into the match, Grant Snyder. Campbell Harris coming out. I'm not sure what that was, but it's going to be the Bears' ball. 31 ticks of the clock. Here is number 5, James Tiggeson. Clock winding down, 14 seconds on the shot clock. They want to dump it down low, and a backhander and a beauty. Oh, was that pretty. Matt Simcoe, watch this shot. Woof. What a great backhander by Matt Simcoe, and it's now 9-7. That was a classic shot. Got to give him his props on that. Backhander by Simcoe makes it 9-7. Still a tight match. Mike Miller will bring it up now for the Falcons on the right side. We have 11 seconds left to go in the third period. Falcons trying to get something before the end of the third. There's a steal by the Bears. Their defense is starting to show. There's a long throw down the pool. 9-7, Air Force on top. We've played 3 quarters. 8 minutes left to go. You're watching Air Force Water Polo. From the Cadet Natatorium here at the United States Air Force Academy, it is anybody's match as the Bears from Brown outscored the Falcons 4-2 in that third period. A low-scoring affair, 9-7, Falcons holding on as you get a look at Luke Andres in the pool, getting ready for the fourth quarter sprint. Air Force moving from right to left. Getting ready to put the ball in the water. Here we go with the final 8 minutes. Who's this game going to belong to? It's Air Force. It gets the sprint. That's a good start. Devin Jones. And it looks like a foul called as Air Force has the ball. Here's Luke Andres out on that left side. Trying to set it up, and the pass is a little too long. And a penalty shot coming, I think. And it will be a penalty shot. Air Force is perfect in that department. Now, let's see if Campbell will take it or if they'll give it to Michael Miller. Looks like Campbell Harris will take it. And this one he did not get. That's the first time in this tournament that Air Force has missed a penalty shot. Outlet pass coming now to the Bears. And a chance, and this one goes high and wide.
Number 2 shoots wide of the cage, Air Force ball.
Air Force ball. This could come right down to the final second of the match. Turnover to Brown. The Bears coming up with it. Getting intense now, folks. Here is number 2, Barkman. Do we have an exclusion? We do. And the man advantage is going to go to the Bears, I think. I think we have an exclusion. Nope, I beg your pardon. Thought maybe they were going to call Luke Andres. Mike Miller has the ball out on the left side. Jones calling for the ball near the center of the pool. Swims it up. Dishes off to the right side. Air Force trying to drive inside. And it is going to be the Bears' ball in the turnover. That is going to drive somebody absolutely nuts. Riyad Halal trying to outlet it. Tigason trying to go off to the right side. They try to center it. Shot and a score. And the Bears are within one, 9-8. It was a soft lob, but who cares, folks? I think it is Adam Fuller who got that one. And once again, Coach Ryan Brown working the official just below us here. 9-8. Falcons leading by only one. We are in the fourth quarter. A lot of time to play. Here's the tap back to number 8, Sam Fuller, off to the right side. Air Force trying to continue on the attack. They might have a look at the goal here. Up high they go. Air Force trying to be patient now. Don't want to take any wild shots at this juncture, folks. The game is too tight. There's the shot and the score, and a big one. 10-8 Air Force. Mike Miller, I think, getting the credit for the goal as you see him swimming up the pool. Get some congratulations. Just waiting for that opening on that left corner, and he put it in there. Buried in the left corner. Falcons lead it by 2, 10-8. Corey Tannis in the water now for Air Force. This has been a tight match from the beginning. Low-scoring affair. Air Force's defense has been very solid. The play of the goalie, Tolbert, in the first half, and now it's up to James Burke to continue. Air Force trying to D it up. There's a shot, and it almost got past Burke, but he was able to save it. Oh, what a save that was by Burke. Watch this again. It looks like it gets past him. Cole Atwell was the man that let it fly. Air Force trying to take it down low. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Mike Miller. Pittman, 5 seconds. Air Force is going to have to let something go here. There's the shot by Pittman, knocked away, and it'll go over to the Bears. This has been a defensive fight, folks. Take a look at it again. Air Force leads it by 2, and the Bears want to call a timeout. Comes with 5:26 left to go in the match. You're watching Air Force Water Polo. Well, folks, we have got a tight one here at the Cadet Natatorium here at the United States Air Force Academy. You see the score. One of the things that might motivate this Air Force water polo team, we see members of the cadet wing sitting down below us here. A little bit of noise goes a long way. As you get a look at number 17, Gavin Jones, in your picture. Just out of your picture is Sebastian Sack. I think a lot of pressure might be being called upon for the second unit right now. Obviously, Coach Ryan Brown feels he's got a pretty good defensive team out there, and they're going to have to play it. 5:26 left to go. Falcons by 2. A tight match against nationally ranked Brown. Falcons trying to snap a 5-game losing streak to the Bears. Dimension. There's a shot and a score. And it's 10-9 now in favor. And I think it feed by Dimension. The shot up and good. And it's now 10-9 in favor of the Bears. That might have been Simcoe if I see that number correctly. I think Matt Simcoe got that one. And it's a 1-goal game. This has been a battle from the beginning, folks. Air Force. This is Snyder working that ball around the right side. Ben Gomez trying to penetrate. Again, they set up. Patience, patience, patience right now. 17 on the shot clock, still plenty of time. Air Force trying to set up. Now they might be starting to get a great skip shot and a score by Air Force. Great skip shot by the Falcons. And that is number 15, Grant Snyder. I think his second of the match. 11-9 Air Force, 4:41 left to play in regulation. Now Air Force is going to put a little pressure defense on. Neil Reynolds coming out on the attack. There's a steal by Air Force, but they're going to call a foul, and it's going to be a turnover to the Bears. Sebastian Sack doesn't believe it, and he might have been called on an exclusion. Bears will have a man advantage. 4:31 left to go. Trying to cut it down to within 1. Don't blink, folks. You might miss something. There's a shot, and in the corner, and a good shot put in by number 9. That is Aiden Riley, and it's now an 11-10 game in favor of Air Force. Only 1 goal separates these two teams in regulation. That's going to bring the starters in, I think. Holy cow. A tight match, probably the tightest we have seen here at home this season. Ball being sent back to Ian Shepard. Working that left side. Falcons trying to get in position in the middle. Trying to dump it down low. Stolen away by the Bears. A big steal there. They have a chance to get the equalizer here. You see the time remaining. Long pass down the pool. Off to the left side. Brown working that ball around. Air Force trying to pressure. Throwing it off to the right side. It gets away, but retrieved by number 8. This is Botka. Botka setting up to number 4. They want to go down low, and a steal by Air Force. Falcons get the steal. James Burke in possession of the ball. Throws it down to the right side of the pool. This is Ian Shepard. He'll make the swim up the right side. Might have an alley there. Instead, he wants to throw off to the right side. And a whistle away. An exclusion, I think. It is. An exclusion foul. Air Force with an opportunity with a man advantage. And a timeout will be called by the Falcons with 3:18 left to play. Falcons lead it by 1, 11-10 over the Brown Bears. You're watching Air Force Water Polo. Back once again here at the Cadet Natatorium, looking at the foul situation. Sebastian Sack has got 2, but there are 3 players for the Bears that are wearing two personal fouls. Batka has 2. Riley has 2. And Adam Fuller has 2. So we could possibly get a foul out right now, at least if the Air Force can play it that way. Falcons with the ball here in the last 3:18 of the match. Evan Jones has it on the side. Setting up in the center. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Andres to Jones, couldn't get a handle on it. Luke Andres, there's a shot and a score, and a huge one. Pittman, number 7 with the score, gives the Falcons a 2-goal lead. Nothing safe, folks. Make no mistake about it. There's no breathing room right now. 2:56, but a big goal by Pittman. Coming out of the match now is going to be Neil Reynolds. Time now for that Air Force defense to just tighten up. This has been a wild one, folks. Tegeson. 20 seconds left to go. And here's an attempt to see Campbell Harris coming out to grab it. He's behind the man. They have a look, the shot, and the score. Pretty play by number 8, Nico Batka. And it's a 12-11 match. Watch Campbell Harris. They had him turned around a little bit, and Batka was able to finish. 12-11, 2:33 left to play in regulation. Second game of this tournament for Air Force, and we have got ourselves a dandy. Way too close, I think, for a lot of Falcon fans. Here is Michael Miller, who'll get the ball back. He'll go to Luke Andres on the left side of the pool. Boy, I'll tell you what, there is a lot of water being splashed in that post position of down low, down in that center spot. Jones working that ball around. 12 seconds left to go on the shot clock. 8 seconds left to go. Can't afford a turnover right now. There's a shot and punched away, and a great play by Halal. Air Force will get it in the corner. 1 goal separating these two teams in regulation. There you get a look at number 8. That is Sam Fuller. A whistle. Air Force continues to work the ball. Luke Andres. Now they have somebody trying to break towards the center of the pool. There's the pass, but a little bit off the hands. They were trying to get, I think, Mike Miller breaking in towards the center of the goal. Air Force retains possession. Steal by the Bears, and a timeout called. 1:38 left to play in regulation. Air Force 12, the Brown Bears 11. You're watching Air Force Water Polo. Substitution being made by Air Force. They're going to put Anthony Tolbert back in the pipes. He had a good first half, and Ryan Brown, knowing the urgency, a 12-11 game. Air Force is on top. He's going to put his Anthony Tolbert in the goal. Corey Tanis is out there. Number 16, Jason Hires out there. Luke Andres is out there. Mike Miller. Well, the Bears, 1:38 left to go. The Falcons holding on to a 12-11 lead. They've been outscored 8-5 here in the second half. Halal. And it will be the defense that wins this game tonight. 1:35 left to go in regulation. Number 24 with the ball. That's Dimension. Ball getting away. We have a whistle. It's going to be the Bears' ball. Trying to throw it out to the outside of the pool. Here's a swim for it. Luke Andres trying to chase it down. Number 25, Demengiev. 7 seconds left to go. Trying for the equalizer here, and they got it! We have a tie game. And it is Armen Dermenjian who ties it up at 12. 71 ticks of the clock in regulation. Boy, what a feather in the cap for the Falcons to try and get a nationally ranked team. It's been a low-scoring affair, as we have mentioned, throughout the game. A defensive struggle, to be sure. Here's Corey Tanis, who has the ball, waiting for the whistle. And out they go to Mike Miller. Miller throwing it off to the right side. Well, the Falcons have 22 seconds to work on the shot clock. Falcons trying to get that go-ahead goal, trying to penetrate. And there's a shot and a score! 52 seconds remaining. Michael Miller with the go-ahead goal, 13-12. 53 ticks of the clock. Bears making some substitution. Oh, I'm telling you. So the Falcons, 53 seconds left to go. There's Mike Miller coming out to pressure. Throwing it out to the left side. That is to number 5. That is to Tiggeson. A whistle, Tiggeson throwing it across the pool. Falcons trying to get down low. Need to make a stop. 25 seconds on the shot clock. 34 seconds in regulation. The Bears trying for the equalizer. Air Force trying to deny him. There's the shot. It's off the hands of one of the Falcons, and it goes out of play. Falcons with 24 ticks of the clock. Defense, we've talked about it all night. Up the pool is Mike Miller. Boy, if the Falcons could get one here and just seal the deal. 9 seconds left to go, 7 seconds. Luke Andres throws it out to the right side, and the Falcons are going to take the victory any way they can. 1 second to go. And a score, and that's going to do it. That is sealing the deal, folks. I think Henry Yevett is the man that got it. And the Falcons win a nail-biter tonight, 14-12. And that is going to do it. The Falcons beat nationally ranked Brown by the score of 14-12. We will have our post-game report with head coach Ryan Brown, who must have aged about 10 years in this match. Falcons win it 14-12. They are now 6-3 on the year. Post-game show coming up next. You're watching Air Force Water Polo. Well, for the first time this year, the Air Force Academy Falcons water polo team has defeated a nationally ranked opponent. But boy, it was not easy. Joining me right now, I'm out of gas right now. Ryan Brown, the head coach of the Falcons, and coach, I guess all we could say right now is, whew.
Absolutely true. Came down to the wire there. I tell the guys all the time, it's a 4-quarter game, 32-minute game. You got to play all 4 quarters. Doesn't matter what the halftime score is. Doesn't matter what the quarter scores are. All matters at the end, and we battled all the way through, so that was good.
Was this the best defensive effort that you've seen from the Falcons this year?
I don't think so. I think we made a lot of defensive errors, honestly, especially in the second half. Gave up a lot of inside water, a lot of shot blocking. James didn't play great in the second half. We could have done better defensively. This was probably, we scored the goals when we needed an answer. We got the answer. So I would say that was the highlight, is that we got the answer, and we got the 6-on-5 goals, which we've been struggling with, when we needed them. So that would be the point.
I thought, and I think we talked about this in the first game, you and I have talked in the preseason about how depth was going to be a factor. And you know what? You put your I don't want to call them second line players. I'm not even sure there is such an animal on this team, but you got a lot of players that stepped up tall.
Absolutely. We played 15 guys, so all 15 contributed at different points in the game. It was nice to show our depth, and that way we had more gas right there at the end. So,
what do you say to this team getting ready for a game against Long Beach State? We both know how powerful they are. They were awesome looking today, and you get them tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it's tonight. It's get some rest. Hey, enjoy this evening with your parents, dinner with the team, that sort of stuff. But we got a job to do tomorrow, and we're up for the challenge. We've seen them, we've played them, we've seen them here. So they're going to be a great team. They are a great team. So it's going to be a great battle. So hopefully we give them a game tomorrow.
And beating a nationally ranked team puts you up at 6-3. Congratulations, Coach. It was a heck of a win tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Ryan Brown, the head coach of the Air Force Academy Falcons. Tonight's broadcast of Air Force Academy water polo, and it was a defensive fight from start to finish. Tonight's broadcast was directed by Dan Hinkin. Dave Toller was our replay engineer. A special thanks to Tom Paul. And also, I'm missing somebody here. Oh, there he is, Brandon Idle. Brandon Idle for all of their help tonight. Well, folks, we are going to take a very deep breath and be back here tomorrow morning at 10:30 Mountain Daylight Time. Air Force and Long Beach State. This one ought to be a good one. So for our entire cast and crew, the Air Force Falcons defeat the Brown Bears tonight. That snaps a 5-game losing streak. And Air Force comes out on top 14-12 over Brown. For our entire cast and crew, I'm Jeffrey Orman, bidding you a very pleasant good evening from the Cadet Natatorium here at the United States Air Force Academy.